Good evening, yogis. This is a quick little stretch and relaxation for bedtime. So, when you're looking for a mini release from your day and to stretch the body and counteract maybe some of the sitting or anything else that you are feeling tension from your day, this is it. So, all you really need is ideally two blocks, but if you don't have them, don't worry. And ideally a bolster or a few pillows just to support you, and come near a wall for legs up the wall that we'll do near the end. So we're going to start seated, and you can sit on one of those blocks or sit on your bolster or blanket and just center yourself from your day. Close your eyes. Find a comfortable shape where you feel this combination of being really grounded but also really tall and light. Spine stacking effortlessly. Eyes are heavy. Lids are closed. And just take a few easy breaths here. Don't even worry about lengthening them. Just notice where they move most in the body. And every time we come to our mat, we are often bringing with us the baggage from our day, things that we're thinking about that happened, things from the past. Or often things that we're thinking we need to do, our to-do list, things in the future. But for just 10 to 15 minutes, can you be present, especially as you wind down for a good night's sleep, a rest, a reset for the nervous system, for the brain, for all the functions in the body. And just take 5 more easy breaths here. And then just to balance our nervous system and calm us down even more, I'm going to guide us through a little bit of alternate nostril breathing. And so what it's going to look like is you'll blink your eyes open just to take a look for a moment. You're going to separate your thumb to the side of your right hand, ideally, and then your pinky and ring finger, and then your middle and pointer finger is going to come just in between the eyebrows. And the fingers to the left will touch your left nostril, the thumb will touch your right nostril. And the idea here is that we're going to inhale through one nostril, hold, exhale through the other, and go rhythmically like that for a little while. So this starts off sometimes frustrating for us, but let's just see how it feels after we give it a chance. When you're ready, breathe through both nostrils fully. Let them go. Plug your left nostril with those fingers. Inhale exclusively through your right nostril. Plug your right nostril, hold the breath, and exhale through left. Hold on empty. Inhale through left nostril. Plug both nostrils, hold on full. Release right, exhale through right nostril. Hold on empty. Inhale through right nostril. Plug both, hold on full. Release left, exhale through left nostril. Inhale through left. Plug both, hold. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Hold, drop shoulders, relax any tension you're holding on to, and then exhale through left. Inhale through left. Retention of breath, plugging both nostrils, hold, hold, hold. Exhale through right. All all the way to the empty, feeling at the bottom of your belly. Inhale through right. Plug both, hold, hold. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Hold, retention, drop shoulders, soften face. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Plug both, hold, full, full, full in diaphragm, belly. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Hold. Exhale through right. Bring a little bit of pressure in between those eyebrows with those other fingers. Inhale through right. Hold on full. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Couple more rounds. Hold. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Hold. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Hold. Last one. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Hold. Exhale through left. Release your hand. Inhale through both nostrils. Hold, hold at the top. Exhale through both nostrils. Hold at the bottom. One more like that. Inhale through both. Hold. Exhale through mouth. Bring chin to chest. And then lift nose to sky. One more time. Nose down, stretching back of neck. Nose high, stretching front of throat. Head through center, looking one way over the shoulder. Inhale through center, exhale the other way, stretching neck. One more time, each direction. Keeping eyes closed if you can. And then through center, one ear down to one shoulder. Inhale up, other ear down, exhale to other shoulder. Inhale up one more time. Exhale, stretch away from that side. Inhale up. Exhale, stretch away. Inhale up. Notice how you feel through center. Take one big breath here. And then come into hands and knees just for a moment. Finding a little cat and cow with the eyes closed if you can. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, close it up. Exaggerating this from tailbone all the way to neck. One more. And then coming down onto the belly. From all of our rounding of our day, find a little sphinx pose, legs nice and far apart so there's room in the low back. Elbows underneath of shoulders, palms, wrists down, forearms in line with those elbows. Press into the ground. Inhale, find an extension through spine with shoulders rolling down and back. Exhale, release, let the shoulders sink. Inhale, press away, find a little extension, a little heart opening, maybe a lift of the chest and chin. Exhale, little release. One more like that. And then release, come to the belly. Cactus out the left arm. Bring the left side of the head to the ground, right hand in front of the face. Elbow of the left side is in line with shoulder, palm faces down, and just push yourself to stack onto that left side. So hips stack, shoulders stack, and just find a little stretch through the front of that left pec, shoulder, and chest. And right arm can come maybe behind you if that feels okay. Take a couple breaths here. Again, after rounding over a computer or phone, this is a nice way to open the front of the body at the end of the day. You can always do this against a wall as well if it's too intense to do it on the ground. And breathe into the belly fully. And then right hand in front of the face. Come back to your belly for the other side. Cactus the right arm. Turn the head to the left. And start to stack those hips, stack those shoulders. The top leg can stay stacked or can slightly scissor behind just so the foot can come slightly behind, bringing more weight up and over. And that left hand can come to low back if that feels like you don't need the support of the hand in front of you. And close the eyes and breathe into this side of chest and shoulder. Sending the breath low into the belly and now breathing really consciously through both nostrils. As the mind drifts in these various holds, see if you can bring it back to the breath, back to the areas of the body where you feel this most, so that you can just cultivate that mindfulness and stay present, especially before bedtime. Nothing really left to do in your day. And then bring the hand back in front of the face, roll to the belly. Lift yourself up, find a closed child's pose, so knees together, belly to thighs, arms by your side, palms face up, and the head comes down if possible, or you can always bring a block or bolster underneath. And gently roll yourself up. Okay, coming onto our backs, grabbing our bolster or pillows or blocks, lowering down, lifting your hips and bringing that bolster underneath your sacrum. So you probably need two pillows if you're working with pillows so you have enough lift so that there's a little inversion in the supported bridge with your shoulders below your hips. And just stay here for a couple breaths, finding this inversion, hips above torso, heart above head, so finding that reverse of blood flow. And you might reach one leg forward and slightly wide with the heel down. And this will just cause a little stretch through the front of that hip flexor, maybe into the quad and into the side body. And you can do one at a time, or if your low back feels good, you can play with extending both legs. And just breathing here. Again, we shorten these hip flexors all day by sitting, driving, at a desk, whatever you may be doing with your day, even just walking upright. So this is a really nice way to counteract that flexion and shortening by extending and opening. And just take a few breaths. If you have one leg extended, you'll take one more breath there. And if you have one leg extended, you'll bend it and it go for the other side. If you have both legs extended, just stay as you are. It gets heavier through the skull. Maybe draw shoulder blades towards one another on the back body. And breathe. Really easy to breathe into the belly here with this little lift of midsection. So inhale, balloon, and exaggerate. And then bend one knee and the other. Bring the feet to the ground. Bring one ankle on top of the other thigh and just draw it down and away. This may be enough of a stretch. You're still in a little inversion. If you'd like to straighten the bottom leg and let that figure 4 wing out and down, you're welcome to for an added passive stretch through hip flexor and outer hip. And breathe. Make sure it feels good in the low back. It is getting a bit of an extension, so just go slow. And then we'll try the other side. Bring the foot to the ground, both down, other ankle on top of thigh. Stay here or play with extending that bottom leg and letting that bent knee get heavier down and away from the body. If you're holding on to tension, see if you can let that go. Mostly passive gravity takes over. So you can close the eyes and soften the face and start to really use the breath to tell the body you're safe, to tap into parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest. Response in the brain. And then gently bring that foot down, both feet down. You're going to bring one leg up to the sky, then the other. Holding the bolster if you need. You might need to inch your hips further forward onto that balancing cushion, and then let the legs fall back towards you. A little opening through the backs of hamstrings, a little drainage of all that lymphatic fluid, which we'll do when we end in legs up the wall, but you might want to wiggle toes here, move ankles, get all the cracks. And then just find that heaviness of this supported plow pose. And if it doesn't feel good to have the knees straight, you can bend them. But if it feels okay to keep them straight, this will just add a little bonus of those hamstrings. Hands can rest and relax. And just breathe here. And then bend one knee and then the other. Bring the feet back to the ground, keeping something under your hips. You're going to bring your right knee in, extend your left leg long. You might need to inch onto your left side of your hip and see if you can find a little twist here. So with your hip slightly lifted, the right foot may touch the ground. You might bring a block underneath of the foot. Knee will definitely hover. And ground through the right shoulder as you twist in opposition. Gaze can move right. Breathing here. A little twist with a tiny inversion of hips. If it feels like too much pressure on your neck, you can always lose the bolster. And take 2 breaths. You can always stay longer in any of these shapes. I'm just kind of showing you the sequence so that you can continue to do this before bed. But for the sake of time, we'll come through center, inch over to your right hip, extend left leg long, or right leg long. Left knee comes across the body, foot ideally touches down. Ground the left shoulder, turn your head towards the left, and find the twist on the other side. And soften and breathe. That right hand can even come to belly to feel the breath move. And then head through center, knee and hips through center. You'll lift your hips, move the bolster out of the way. Give yourself a little hug in. And then for our final shape, you'll move towards a wall. No fancy way to get here. Maybe sit next to the wall and then get your hips nice and close so that you can draw your knees towards chest and legs, straighten up the wall. As close as you can get those hips, but they don't have to be touching. See if you can ground the tailbone, lift the legs up. Find the arms wide, maybe in a T with the elbows bent. Keep that opening through the front of the chest we found. Keep that little inversion with the legs up, but the hips heavy this time. And this is where I will leave you. Ideally, you stay here for a few minutes. If the toes go numb, of course, wiggle them, but you want to give the time after a full day of standing, sitting, walking, being right side up to get a little inversion in those legs so that all the lymphatic fluid that is pooled can drain the opposite direction. Any swelling that's happened in feet, ankles, lower legs can get a little helpful drainage. And it's super calming. Perfect for a bedtime practice. So stay here as long as you can. Maybe from here you go straight to bed, or at least do something slow and not overly stimulated. And take some of this calmness that you've been able to cultivate through the breath, through the awareness of the breath, focus of mind and physical movement with you into the rest of your night. Wishing you a beautiful night's sleep. Namaste.